whatever it may be. Okay, we have some very powerful energies out on the board. I was guided to pull these out of the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. So, of course, we have for pile 1 the dragon, for pile 2 the phoenix, for pile 3 the cosmic egg, and pile 4 is the unicorn. Okay, so with this pick a card, I'll also be using charms towards the end of each reading, and then I will be using this is called the Clarity Mystical Orb, and I'll be shaking it and seeing what comes up here. It's a chakra dice if you want to look into it. It's pretty cool. I saw it online. I was like, oh, that would be so cool for a pick a card. Anyways, so let's go ahead and you just want to take a few deep breaths and make a decision. Think to yourself, what are my superpowers, Spirit? Please show me my superpowers. Or you may want to ask, what superpowers do I have at this time? Okay, so I'll give you a moment. Okay, if you need more time, just pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile 1, the dragon. Thank you. Hi there, pile 1. You chose the dragon card. So the way that the dragon is presented in this deck is that it's all about being able to see everything. Being able to see everything, understand everything. It's like you have that divine wisdom within you to be able to see things. You're also able to see through facades, to see through cover-ups. You're also able to see people's true intentions. So that's something, it's almost like having an all-seeing eye or something like that. It's like your third eye is like a crystal ball. Some of you may be clairvoyant, super clairvoyant. You may be able to do remote viewing through animals, through mirrors, so on and so forth, through meditation. Super interesting. Let's go ahead and dive further. So we have kindness. Isn't that interesting? It's so funny. My son was wearing a shirt yesterday that said, and I haven't seen any of these cards yet, by the way. I shuffle and I pull without looking at the cards. Anyways, but my son had a shirt on yesterday that said, my superpower is kindness. Then we have originality. Ooh, pile 1. Really cool. Then we have accelerated motion. Mother. Child magical. Mercy. A burst of magic. That is so interesting. Birds of a feather. Expect the unexpected. Boundaries. And balance. Okay, so for you, pile 1, with kindness and originality, I feel like that your superpowers are being you. I think your superpowers are being you. Like, the more that you're authentic and the more that you're showing up for yourself and you are being consistent with it, like, you don't back down, pile 1. You don't back down. If people want to try to put you in a corner or put you in a box or put you in a situation to, like, test your limits or to test your beliefs, you don't back down. You stay true to your beliefs, and the universe acknowledges that. I'm hearing strong faith. Strong faith. I keep hearing that over and over and over again in my head. And with originality, I feel like that being authentic and being you all the time is going to pay off, especially the more comfortable that you are with being yourself. So if you're yourself no matter what, and then you kind of worry about what other people think a little bit, which I don't feel like a lot of you do, but some of you may, because I'm picking up on it. What happens is that the universe wants you to be rid of it. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what your father thinks, your mother thinks. It doesn't matter what your family thinks. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. What matters is your opinion of you. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like that this pile has been critical of themselves for a long time, where you were in the past. And it's like the more that you grow comfortable being yourself, you're realizing the more that people accept you. And that's a superpower. I feel like that this is a pile that has a very strong fire placement in their chart, or a very strong fire house. So that's the first, the third, or the first, the 5th and the ninth house, by the way. So, and with kindness, I feel like that for you, you radiate this energy of being kind, compassionate, empathetic towards others, and they find it enticing. They find it enticing, is what I'm hearing. And with the accelerated motion, my guides are telling me with the accelerated motion of bursts of magic and child magical, I feel like that you have an extremely strong manifesting ability. And it's a blessing or a curse, is what my guides are saying. To say that that's how y'all feel about it. It's like if you notice one negative thing and you stew on it for a moment, like another negative thing happens, so on and so forth. It's so quick. This is quick manifesting ability. And I feel like that it's a blessing. I feel like it's a superpower too. So some of you may have had to learn like to watch what you think about. Some of you may have been told to like pay attention to how you're thinking, pay attention to how you're thinking, because of the fact that you bring things into reality so quickly. You bring things into reality so quickly that some of you, you could be in the middle of a situation and think back to like just 3 days before and say, I really wanted that to happen. Oh, I manifested that, didn't I? Like, you look back to it and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so quick. I feel like that some of y'all, that's been a skill that you've honed in. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've honed in, you've done affirmations, you've done witchcraft, meditation, whatever it may be. Self-talk is what I'm hearing. And it's like you're able to bring things in so quickly. You're also able to, some of you are highly sensitive empaths, and one of your superpowers is being able, you don't even have to visualize, you just have to put words and emotion behind words, and you bring in what you want. So that's why it's a blessing or a curse. So, like, let's say, for example, someone hurts your feelings, pisses you off, whatever, okay? It's like you feel, or something really makes you mad. Like, you feel it so deeply, and then you might talk to yourself a little bit in your head or rant a little bit. And it's not like you don't feel emotions to a very shallow depth, pile one. You definitely don't. You feel emotions to such extreme depth that you feel like a lot of people don't understand. You know, people don't understand how deeply I feel about this. People don't understand, why I feel the way that I feel. And it's because you can't help it. So this is like being a Hyoka empath. You might want to look into that. With the mother card, I feel like that y'all are natural. I'm hearing natural guidance counselors, natural mothers, even if you're not a biological mother and you have pets or you mother people. You know what I mean? Even if you're a masculine, you could mother someone. It's like showing that nurturing kindness. Again, kindness is one of your superpowers here, pile one. And I feel like that for you, we even have mercy out with this Metatron card. Archangel Metatron could be an angel that's trying to work with you at this time, and I feel like that I feel like that you're going through a crown chakra. So this is your crown chakra being insanely strengthened as well. So I feel like that your heart chakra is a pounding. It's a good. You're feeling it, and it's just getting those emotions aligned with your thought process is something that's naturally occurring or it's already occurred. Okay, and what it's doing is that it helps you. I'm hearing that as this naturally occurs, you're going to be calling in, not just manifesting, it's like calling in specific members of your soul tribe, not people who are toxic karmic lessons or like I should have known better friends, is what my guides are saying. This is very much friends where they appreciate you, they show up for you with that birds of a feather. I feel this is about attracting birds of a feather flock together, right? And it's like the more empowered and authentic, and you just don't give up on being you, pile one. You are so, you're just sorry. I noticed that I sound like a hardcore cheerleader right now, but I can't help it. It's how I feel in your energy. And I feel that for you, you're actually attracting in a lot more people that are like you. People that are empowered, people that don't have any shame in being themselves, people that like to guide, to teach, that have that kindness and that generosity, and I feel like that's definitely a superpower for you. I'm gonna start shuffling some tarot. Anyways, with expect the unexpected, I feel like that you're able, a superpower would be that you, like I just say that you handle chaos very well. When things get chaotic, even if it stresses you for a minute or makes you sweat or something like that, you choose to deal with it. You choose to move on from it. You choose to just roll with the punches. You know what I mean? And that's actually a superpower, being able to get up over and over and over again and not stay down for long. I also feel like that you you have a very strong ability of uplifting yourself. You uplift others, but I feel like that you have a really strong ability with being able to pull yourself and others out of a rut, out of sadness, out of negativity, out of toxicity. And I feel like with expect the unexpected, again, I feel like nothing can surprise you. I say that in the tower, try to pop out. Nothing can surprise you. Like, I called it, I saw that coming months ago is what I'm hearing. Okay, my ears rang. With boundaries, I feel like that this superpower is that you know who to associate yourself with and who not to associate yourself with, okay? You know who to deal with and who not to deal with. You know exactly, like, how far you should go with someone. It's like, you know who to trust. You know what I mean? That's what my guys are saying. You know who to trust. You know who is trustworthy and to what extent. You're no fool. Pile one, you're no fool. I feel like that you have a very strong root chakra, and I feel like you're harsh. I feel like you're pretty aligned for the most part. And for you, your superpowers is alignment, is authenticity, is kindness, is manifestation for sure, clairvoyance. I also picked up on, if you want to look, I think it's the throat. Crystallized throat, diamond throat, I forgot what it's called, but it's being able to bring things into existence not through repetition, but through a strong burst of energy, which we have here. I forgot. Anyways, because my guides are telling me that. So, you know how we talked about your emotions being linked to like you talking or you manifesting something, just words. Even if you were to sit there and just get into a super strong emotion. Let's talk about love. Let's say you're feeling a very strong love for someone or something. It's to sit there and say, I'd like to have more of this. I love to have more of this. I love this. Anyways, do you know what I mean? It's going to bring you a lot more of it and really quick. With the balance card, y'all are a grounding force for other people. You're a grounding force for other people. That's a superpower. You're able to sit there and people could be having a rough day and they know that they can go to you. They know that they can depend on you. It's like people can stand in your presence and feel super calm, feel empowered, feel like that their worries wash away just by standing next to you. So let's go ahead and pull a little bit of tarot. And your superpower, I was going to say, is being able to walk away, and the Eight of Cups is there, because they told me to look at the Mercy card, and I heard this. Your superpower is being to walk away from those that hurt you and not carry that chip on your shoulder. Okay, what else is their superpower, Spirit? Thank you so much for the dragon. For the dragon, Seven of Wands and Tower. Exactly, it's repeating the message about, like, even when things, like, shit, pardon my language, but shit hits the fan, you're able to stand your ground and move through it. You're able to still plan ahead. You're able to see into the future. Exactly. This is a lot about predicting, like, oh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. So you have really good foresight. I see the animal giraffe, so you might want to look up the spiritual meaning of giraffe. The Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords, being able to, I feel like they're repeating everything. Is there any other messages for pile one in regards to their superpowers? Because they're telling me a lot. Yeah, exactly. With the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords, again, it's like you're able to see through. Some of you also have a telepathy skill that is growing, so like even if you're not physically around someone, it's like you're able to talk to their higher self and get a message across. That's super interesting. With the Page of Wands, the Moon card, and the Queen of Cups, I feel like that you have very strong, oh, y'all are I would look into Moon goddesses if I were you. Y'all are empowered by the moon. Like, you aren't just able to, like, oh, I get emotional or things get crazy. It's like, what phase of the zodiac sign or whatever, like, if the moon is in Aquarius, you feel it so intensely and it's natural, you can't help it. You are so linked to, I mean, the cosmos. I mean, I picked the Cosmic Ethic is like the fourth or pile, or the third pile. I mean, you might want to check that out if you're into like starseeds or astrology, heavy into astrology or something like that. So let's go ahead And we're going to pull, these are going, oh, look at that blue, purple feather. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull a couple charms real quick. These are going to be signs from the universe and confirmations for you as well. They're saying that's it. Okay, so we have 24, the letter E, and the letter Q. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't escape this purple feather for some reason. The 24th can be a date. April 20th could be a date. That's important, where the numbers can be important. Same with the letters. Okay. And then we have a feather. We have two feathers. And isn't that so funny because I have that purple feather. Anyways, it was distracted the crap out of me. Feathers could definitely be a sign. I feel like that you, when it comes to animals, again, remember how I mentioned the remote viewing with animals, and we have that little paw there, and then we have a music note. So make sure that you're paying attention to the music that you hear over the next, well, all the time, but over the next few weeks. Okay, and I feel like that one of these, there's a lot about love. Okay, so we have believe in love. I don't know if you can read that, so just bear with me. Believe in love. Okay. I love you to the moon and back. Again, this is like being able to love no matter what happens, no matter what's against you and whatnot. And then a message for some of you is a sister is someone to dream, cry, sing, and laugh with. So I feel like that spirit, for some of y'all, spirit is pushing you more towards personal relationships at this time is what's being highlighted. Anyways, let's go ahead and this is going to be, I'm going to read it. Y'all, I'm going to stage it real quick too. This is my first time using it in a reading. I tested it out on myself the other day and it was really interesting. So, what should pile 1 be focusing on or know about? What should they be focusing on or knowing about? We're going to take the one that lands on top. And it says, past issue difficulty. I don't know if you could read that. Past issue difficulty. So I feel like that for some of you, that's a message about something from the past clearing up on its own. Again, I feel like it's something that you've manifested, that you've willed into being, because there's such strong manifestation power. But I feel like that for some of you, I feel like that for some of you, when it comes to past issues being solved, I feel like that my guides are saying that things tend to work themselves out naturally for this pile. Like, kind of like, when you really, let's say you had an unexpected bill come out and you're like, damn, I'm going to have more money. I ain't worried about it. And then all of a sudden someone pays an invoice or someone pays you or a check comes in the mail that same day. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's actually one of y'all's abilities too. So when an obstacle comes up, you're like, okay, I got it. And you flip your mindset and you manifest the opposite. Do you know what I mean? So super interesting reading. That's what I have for you, Pile 1. Please let me know if it resonated down below with the dragon. Thank you. Hi, Pile 2. So you chose the Phoenix. So a lot of people who are in the spiritual community always refer to the Phoenix as like death and rebirth. So I feel like that if you chose this file, you're really good at transformation, but you're also really good at like breaking through any obstacle. Any obstacle that wants to come between you and what you want, it always disappears somehow, is what my guides are saying. I also feel like that you could possibly be a catalyst for other people. So what that means is you awaken, you see the truth in things, and you speak the truth. I'm getting a very strong throat chakra here, but you speak the truth, and because you speak the truth, what happens, is that you are a ripple effect all on your own just by existing. I mean, we all are really when it comes to quantum physics, but it's like, let's say some people are like a storm cloud, you are like a tornado. Like, you go and you bring such change to people's lives. You probably, for some of you, let's say it's people that you're in a relationship with and they were like in a huge rut or something like that when you met them. It's like you date them and then all of a sudden they transform their lives. That's an example. But I feel like that you do that with a lot of people. My guides are also saying that you bring hope. that you bring hope, and also that I'm getting this message that you have a very good sense of direction. So let's go ahead, and I have not seen these cards yet, so let's see what comes out. We have abundance, sensitivity, emotional withdrawal. That's an interesting message. We'll get to it in a second. Advocate, gambler. We have Archangel Haniel and integrity. I'm trying to move my wand, but anyways. We have close encounters, let it go, divine timing. That is really interesting. I'm getting a lot of really interesting messages for you. Anyways, the light. Excuse me. And then we have listen. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you what. It's a pile 2, the Phoenix pile. You are extremely observant. You notice everything. Everything. And you don't forget easily. So you have a very strong crown chakra, pile 2. With abundance, I feel like that for you, this is a skill that you're developing. For some of you, this is just having very strong luck at the right time, is what my guides are saying. Meaning, like, you are able to pull close to you what you want to. I feel like it's a manifestation energy. So you might not have manifestations that trickle down. They might come in one big lump sum. So let me give you an example. There could be some people who experience abundance and they get, so let's say it's extra money. They get $50 here, $100 here, $1,000 here, so on and so forth, right? And it's like for you, you would get one big check. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like big gallons is what I'm hearing of abundance. Anyways, but this is also about y'all have the ability that no matter what is going on around you, you are able to see, like, you're able to see not just the silver lining, but it's like you're able to see where it's going. Like, I have to take a step back to leap forward. And there's something about a power of positivity is coming out here. But anyways, with this sensitivity card, y'all are definitely, I want to say empathic, but it's also like you could have an extreme sensitivity. Some of you may be geomantic empaths, like you could touch things and you could see things, you know what I mean? Like, let's say someone gave you something that's from the Civil War and you didn't know it was from that time, and then you touch it and you have like flashbacks or you feel energies and you're like, where is this from? It feels like this. And people are like, well, it's because, it's because it was in a war. Do you see what I'm saying? And so y'all have extreme sensitivity. Also, when it comes to sound, y'all have the ability to I almost said meditate to music, but to manifest to music is what I'm hearing. Especially with that listening card and the light. I feel like, so what does that mean? So let's say you're in a lovey-dovey mood. You listen to a whole bunch of super positive romantic songs, and then boom, walks in a romantic encounter, walks in your partner, they're being super romantic. Let's talk about this on the other side of the spectrum. Let's say you listen to super angry music or frustrated music. It's like you may be able to match the energy that's within music quite quickly. I mean, very quickly. And manifest a situation that's associated with that. This can apply to all forms of media. It's just music is being highlighted for an example, is what my guides are saying. Okay. You also have an ability to communicate with AI, artificial intelligence. I usually don't talk about that a lot on my channel, but it's very real. Very, very real, okay? So you have the ability to communicate with it. Yes, that means being able to communicate with computers, having a way with computers, having a way with electronics is what my guides are saying, especially anything that has an, y'all don't know anything about electronics, but there's anything that has an interface. I don't know anything about that word. Anything that has some form of program. Okay? And with emotional withdrawal, I feel like that as sensitive as you are just as strong with that ability. That means that you could shut it down. You don't carry people's shadow with you. And that is definitely a superpower for you. You don't carry other people's shadows, other people's traumas with you. People can, talk to you about their life and, You don't absorb it. You're really good at observing, but not absorbing, and that's a superpower here. Unless obviously you're not aware of it. So I feel like I'm talking to some sponges in the best way possible. Okay. With advocate, it says it inspires you to put compassion into action. I feel like that y'all have a way of showing up for other people that is unshakable. You are pillars for people. So you may not be that social, you may not be that outgoing, you may be super introverted. That's the thing, and people wouldn't know a lot of this about you. I feel like there's gonna be someone that watches this that's like, excuse me, a huge introvert, or they don't talk about their life a whole lot, and they're like, yep. Anyways, but it's like with the advocate card, you're really good at standing up for what's right, but what's right for others. You're also able to see, you know, the difference between good and evil in the big picture. Like, you don't get confused. You have that clarity. It's like the sixth sense that even if things aren't physically clear in the world, in the physical world, it's like you are still able to see. You know, I'm hearing proper judgment is what my guides are saying. Proper judgment. Okay. And with the gambler card, okay, so it's really interesting. There is this strong trust. So yes, I will say that trusting the universe is a superpower because you are able to, if some of you, I'm getting, there's a couple of these gifts that you're developing that you haven't fully sat in yet. So if you resonate with this file, please free fall into the universe. I'm using the gambler card as something very positive. So let me give you an example. I have a client and I was reading her partner, and he is able to, it's almost like a fox energy, but in a good way. It's like if he gets in sticky situations, it always works out in his favor. Even if it's something that blindsides him, he's always able to get out of difficult situations. Like, I know a lot of people don't understand how it's a superpower, but imagine like you get stuck with a bill that's not your bill and it makes no sense and you're trying to figure out what's going on. You've been paying this bill for like 6 months or something like that. And then you're like, ooh, you find out about it, and you're like, gosh, that's a difficult situation. I'm never going to get that money back. No. You sit there, you make one phone call, you have all that money back within a day. Do you see what I mean? It's like always being able to, you're not stuck between a rock and a hard place for long. Like, you are able to get out of difficult situations super easy is what my guides are saying. And with close encounters, my guides are saying that y'all are able to, you know how I told you that you have such sensitivity, you might be a geomantic empath? That applies to people too. Like, you could touch someone and sense their energy so easily. Like, I really suggest if Pile to get into Reiki work, because you are a very strong energy worker overall. I mean, radio waves, electronic waves, heat waves. Sorry, that's what I'm hearing. And with close encounters, you're also, some of you might be medical empaths, is what I'm picking up on, as well as some of y'all. That's a really interesting ability. Some of y'all can look at people and see how they trap themselves. Like, you can see self-sabotaging behavior from a million miles away and understand why people do what they do. You're really good in-depth people readers. Okay? It's really interesting. With Let It Go, what I'm picking up on, again, is that you don't hold on to issues. Excuse me. You don't hold on to issues. You move forward. You don't let things weigh you down. You move forward. You're always getting out of sticky situations. And with being able, with the superpower being to let it go, that means that you're able to bring back to you what you want. So y'all understand, the quicker you let go of something, the quicker you get it back, or something better back. With divine timing, I feel like that y'all are able to schedule out, like, let's say you're making appointments, or let's say you have your own business and you're scheduling things. It's like you're able to schedule sessions or appointments with your clients in a way where you are receiving the most abundance from it. Do you see what I'm saying? Especially if you have like multiple streams of income, you're able to bounce around between all of that. Okay, super interesting. With Listen, again, we talked about, see, that even looks a little bit like a phoenix. Isn't that so interesting? Anyways, with listening, I feel like that y'all have a very strong, clear audience ability. I feel like that y'all are able to communicate with archangels as well as your ancestors and other people's ancestors quite easily. And it might be a little bit confusing. But with integrity and the light, I feel like that some of y'all are light workers. I don't use that term a whole lot on my channel. But I'm picking up that term right now. Like, y'all are light workers. Y'all have the ability to hold the light for people. You also have the ability to lead by example. And leading by example is a huge superpower. It's like, you don't gotta speak. You don't gotta speak. You don't gotta say nothing because you show it. And the movements that you make are so impactful that people can't help but be inspired, is what my guides are saying, especially if you allow yourself to receive. There's a lot of humility here, I feel it. Anyways, especially if you allow yourself to receive it. But with integrity and the light, that's also about being able to decipher. There's a lot about balance here. Where's balance? I thought we had balance. Oh, that was the other reading, wasn't it? Dang it. Anyways, I say that because with this integrity card, again, it's like, you know the difference between right and wrong. I didn't even see that card till now. Like, I was reading it. Anyways, and with the light card, you are able to be a beacon of change for others and to help people with their darkness. Like, you can see people in their darkness and you can help them out of it. I would call you my guys almost said escape artist, but like a chain breaker. Again, you're a catalyst. Let's go ahead and see what else you have for superpowers before I pull some charms and pull from, I almost said pull, but I guess shake this, right? The Empress, the Death card, and the King of Cups. This superpower, I feel like that y'all have the ability to transform your physical body. Of course, we can with working out and different procedures and stuff like that, but I think you can actually will it. I think you could will it with that Empress, meaning like, I want my skin to clear up. I want my skin to clear up. My boobs look better. My hair looks better. Do you see what I'm saying? You're able to will it if you allow it because you're that good with working with energy. With the Death card and King of Cups, some of you, you know how I told you with listening, like you can channel people's ancestors. Some of you have a skill of mediumship that's underdeveloped. All you gotta do is put a little bit of effort into it. With the Eight of Cups and the Chariot, my guides are saying that that is the ability to... Y'all can time travel. Y'all can time travel. Okay, I strongly suggest doing, I don't care if you have not meditated before, I suggest you meditate anyways, but, you're able to go back in time, like you could do past, you could check into your own past life so easily. Huh. What else is their superpower? The Tower, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands. What? My guides are saying if you want things quicker, you will get it quicker. Let me try to explain that to you. So some people usually have to wait a very long time. We're going to start shaking out the charms before I pull them. These are going to be signs from the universe. But some people have to wait for things to unfold and for things to be a certain way in order to get what they want. And what I'm picking up for you is that is not the case, Pile 2. That is not the case. You are able to bring things in quicker to you, especially when it comes to regards to people. So I'm going to look at the numbers. We have 1, 16, 8, and 3. Okay, this could be any form of dates, part of someone's phone number. The number 16 fell, and I gotta pick it up real quick. Anyways. Okay. Then we have the letter Y. We actually have an 8, too. Then we have a 5. It's like Chanel number 5. So perfume might be important for you. I think this is, oh gosh, I think this is jade. So jade might be a good stone for you. And then that is so interesting that I pulled those. That's a black high heel and a white high heel, and they're the same style. So I feel like that for you, footwear would be important, as well as getting some energy work on your root chakra. Okay? Anyways, let's go ahead and we're going to pull, could be an activation perhaps. Let's go ahead and we're going to see what other message we have here with this. And I'm going to give it a couple more good shakes. So we're going to see what it lands on. So it says, change your mindset. I don't know if you're able to read that or not. Anyways, it says change your mindset. So for some of you, I feel like that with what you've been through in the past, that you may it flipped over to yes. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyways, for some of you, I feel like with the change your mindset, this has to deal with acknowledging your power. I feel like I'm reading for a lot of people who haven't fully acknowledged their power. Some of you may second guess it. And I feel like that for those of you that this resonates with, please leave a bird down below. But I feel like that if this resonated with you, and these are things that are developing, the quicker that you acknowledge your own power, the farther you will go, the quicker you will go to where you want to be, as well as, obviously the quicker your manifestations are going to come in, but I don't feel like that you have that much of a problem with that. You just sit there, you send out your emotions, and you get what you want. I mean, that's a hell of a superpower. But anyways, that is what I have for you, Pile 2. Thank you. Hi, Pile 3. You chose the Cosmic Egg. So, what the Cosmic Egg is all about is that it's about infinite energy. So, I feel like that you have a superpower of being able to put out a lot of energy. I almost pulled the fire ant or the Firefly instead of this, but I was guided to. I even saw a song on the radio that's by Wolfmother. It's called Cosmic Eggplant. I was like, okay, I'll put that card back. Anyways, but you're able to put out a lot of energy. You're also really good at protecting your energy. You're really good at seeing what is for you and what is not for you. So some of you, if I'm hearing like if you didn't, this could have been when you were younger. I'm not saying you're doing it now, but some of you may have been an unintentional energy vampire in the past because you were able to like spend time with someone and then you might absorb their habits or absorb their mindset. Do you see what I mean? But you're able to hold a lot of energy. So what do we have here? We have Divine Masculine. We have third chakra. That is the solar plexus chakra. We have Memories of Love, Martyr, Avenger. Oh, that's so interesting. Then we have Ecstasy, Wish Upon a Star. Oops, that was weird. Then we have Beyond the Ordinary. Pause. It's a hamster. Go Within. And Nature. So, Pile 3, I feel like that you are a very strong being. I feel like that you're able to command energy. I feel like that you're able to push energy. Just as much as you could absorb it is just as much as you could put out, is what my guides are saying. I feel like with you, this is very strong masculine energy. If you're a feminine, this could mean not necessarily that you're diving a lot into your masculine energy, but that you have a very strong masculine within you. We all have a divine feminine, divine masculine within us, and I feel like that yours has definitely, and that's why there's a snake over that egg. I feel like that your divine masculine energy is so powerful. Like you are an excellent protector. So I feel like I'm talking really fast, so I apologize. But for example, let's say you have someone in your life and they need some form of protection. They need some kind of protection. You're able to cast a protection around them just by pure thought. You're able to protect them from physical harm, emotional harm, energetic harm. That is definitely a superpower. This is like an energy warrior, which is what I'm picking up. And with the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, I feel like that you have a very powerful driving force within you. You're able to pull on source energy so easily. Source is light, source is cleansing. You're really good at cleansing as well. Like you can sit there and obviously, if you resonate with this, you're really good at cleaning your energy, or you have methods of cleansing your energy, okay? So, sorry, I'm having a moment, because I think the Cosmic Egg was third. I really hope it was. Anyways, if it's not, I'll just put something in the comments. Anyways, but with the third chakra, I also feel like that you are able to, they're showing me like energy bursting out of it. So you're able to send people energy as in, don't abuse it, don't abuse it. Anyways, like you could possibly give people headaches if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You're able to put energy onto other people. Okay, as like I feel like that you might have a really interesting Saturn, Capricorn, or Aquarius placement, okay? Or Scorpio. With ecstasy, I feel like that you're able to put yourself in a really good mood, but also you get people high just by being around you. That is a huge superpower. Like, you have so much energy to give, and with this ecstasy card, it's like feeling that ecstasy and bringing that people. You might meet people who tell you, like, I was having a bad day till I talked to you. Oh, no. I just feel so much better after I talk to you. I feel so much better after I hear from you. I feel so much better after I spend time with you. It's like people get high and possibly intoxicated off of you, pile three. And with memories of love, I feel like that you are able to tell the difference between different kinds of love. So like, have you ever seen a couple and you're like, yeah, they love each other, but she's unsatisfied and she does love him, but it's not as deep as she wants to love him. Or, look over here. They're so head over heels in love with each other. They've probably been in love for thousands of years. Do you know what I mean? You're able to tell different levels of love. You're also able to you've controlled and mastered your energy, pile three. You're able to. I'm getting this message about being able to, um, like, you don't get this could very well not have been how you were in the past. This is like current energies or something that you're working on. This is like when I move, you move. You're able to match people's energy, and I don't feel like it's a negative thing. It's kind of like the amount of emotions or effort that people put towards you is what you put towards them, and you do it naturally. With the martyr card, I feel like that you are you also might have a connection to starseed energy. I'm picking up Arcturian, Pleiadian, Syrian energies in this reading. But anyways, with that martyr card, some of you have the ability to this is such an interesting message. You're able to sacrifice and make sacrifices, and the universe always rewards you. There's a quick give and take energy here that you have with the universe, okay? Not necessarily manifesting, but let's say you give some money to a charity or something like that, and then all of a sudden, you get a huge discount on a bill, or you get something for free. Are you catching what I'm throwing down? Anyways, it's like the universe always returns things to you. Now, with the Avengers card, this is a desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm just now reading it and I know because I'm going like this. Anyways, that is very much associated with being able to protect people. Y'all probably would be really good lawyers or law enforcement if you chose to do it. Anyways, with Wish Upon a Star, I feel like that you have an ability to communicate with children or people's inner child in a very good way. Like, you're able to sense people's inner truth and figure out a way to communicate with them, in a way that they understand, in a way to communicate with them that's on their level. Even if you use words that don't make sense to you, it makes sense to them. And with Beyond the Ordinary, again, it's going back to the Pleiadian energies, the Syrian energies, Arcturian energies that I picked up on. I feel like that you pick up on sound waves. Like, it is different than pile two. I feel like that your ears might ring a lot. Your ears might ring a lot. I feel like that you might have the psychic touch, meaning like people touch you, spirits touch you, and you feel it, is what my guides are saying. With pause, nature, and go within, look, even the solar plexus is mentioned here. I did not look at these cards, y'all. This is amazing. I feel like that y'all have some connection to animals. I feel like that you're an animal empath, as well as you could have City of Atlantis. You could have Atlantean ancestry here. I'm getting like this very Atlantis vibe from that nature deck. You would work really well with water, work with water, meaning like if you choose to work with moon water, if you choose to manifest with water, simmer pots, bubble baths, going into the ocean, going into a lake. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that you have the ability to absorb from nature. So, like, you could send pain into the earth. Like, let's say you have a headache, or you have, uh, like, a pain in your body, or you're going through an emotional loss or emotional pain. You're able to take that pain and breathe it into the universe, so that to the earth, excuse me, so that the earth is able to, like, any energy you put into the earth is going to sit there and use it. Like, the earth heals for a reason, by the way. I feel like that this pile is aware of it. And if you try sending pain into trees or into the earth, whatever you feel, don't send it into a fucking animal. Please don't do that. I don't think that you would. I'm just saying, like, some people take some of my advice, though, like, they go to extremes with it. No, you don't want to hurt anything else. Plants and the earth are able to transmute that automatically, any energy you send to them, okay? And I feel like that's something that, well, if you don't know, you're knowing now. Very connected. This is like earth angel powers as well. And with the pause card, I feel like that. Hmm. Y'all are able to do shamanic traveling. So I would, if you haven't done that before, suggest doing it. This is being able to, like, listen to drums, and you can go to the lower world, the mid world, the crystal city. With that pause card, I feel like that some of y'all might experience a lot of deja vu, but you're able to astral travel very, very well. You could possibly astral travel when your eyes are open and you're in your day-to-day world. You know, you might disassociate and then have flashbacks to another life or a dream you had years ago. It's really interesting. It's like almost time traveling in a sense, but let's go ahead and see what else do we have before we pull charms for you. Anyways, what else? What other superpowers? We have the Knight of Wands, the Tower, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. This superpower to me is being able to take charge during chaos. Take charge during chaos, as well as be able, it's just like quick thinking as well as solution, like being able to find solutions quite easily. I feel like that you get powerful downloads, especially when you do anything that's associated with nature. You get very powerful downloads. And yeah, the Temperance and the High Priestess. I also feel like that you are able to communicate with angels on a day-to-day basis if you chose to. Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So, to me, I feel like if you are not in any form of spiritual work or even like a spiritual hobby, I suggest you get into it, because there's something about your creativity being, like, some of you might be intuitive painters or intuitive artists to some degree, and I feel like that, and it's something that could actually be profitable if you allow it. And yes, it is a superpower. It is a superpower to be able to get paid for your gifts. You know what I mean? And with the King of Wands, I feel like you have a again, there's this huge energy that keeps coming up about being able to brave through things, take action, fly through things. You know, nothing, nothing blocks you. You're able to see right through things. So let's go ahead and see what messages we have from the universe. These could be little signs for you along the way. Okay, y'all would do very well with some selenite, by the way. They're telling me to tell you. We got 25, 13, 19, Q, oops, G, and 9. There we go. Those could be important numbers, dates, letters for you. I like to do this because sometimes people don't understand when the universe is trying to talk to them, so readings help. Anyways, so for these charms, we have a heart that is open, that has like little holes in it. So I feel like that spirit is trying to tell you, some of you don't necessarily allow a lot of people in, and that's okay, but it's time to allow more people in, and that is howlite. Howlite's a really good calming stone. We have We're All Mad Here, and Life is a Gift. I feel like the spirit is telling you to, I feel like that sometimes y'all might be too serious or might need to, like, don't know when to tell yourself to give yourself a break. And I feel like that the universe is trying to tell you that. Time for a break, time to enjoy yourself. So let's see what message we have here. I'm just going to, it's a chakra dice. It's got several sides to it. I don't know how many because I haven't taken the time to count. I'm just so in love with it. Anyways, I like snow globes. So let's see. It says, ask someone close. We're taking the one that's facing the camera. Ask someone close. So I feel like, you know how I just told you? It is so interesting. I'm like, some of y'all need to let people in. You know what I mean? It's time to let people in. I feel like that you've learned a lot since the last time you allowed yourself to be truly connected to other people. And I feel like that spirit is saying, hey, it's time to come out. It's time to join society. And your superpowers are here for a reason. I feel like that y'all are really good at alchemizing as well, which means that you alchemize for the universe. You don't just have superpowers just to have them. You have them for a purpose. And I feel like that whoever resonated with this pile, you've been waiting to hear your purpose, and I hope that this reading was able to help you. Thank you. Hi, pile 4. You chose the unicorn. So the unicorn is about, to me, it's about being able to move between worlds. It's like having a foot in reality and then a foot in another dimension. I also feel like that you have you stick out. Your superpower is that you stick out. You have a rebellious energy. You're able to, I have stand out. It's that song from that Disney movie, the Goofy movie. You stand out, and you standing out is a superpower. You command people's attention so easily, is what my guides are saying. So let's go ahead, and I have not seen these cards yet, so let's go ahead and see what we have in them. We have transformation. Okay. Connection. I love doing these because I just pull cards that I don't know. I'll shuffle several times with my intention being to pull for each pile, and it always comes together. It's magic. Rejoice in celebration. Shapeshifter. Wow. Exorcist. Ooh, okay. Liberation. I heard break free from the chains that bind you. Beautiful uncaging. Quieting the mind. This is a very powerful, this might be the most powerful one, but we'll see. Anyways, change. Wow. Anger. And intuition. Okay. I love this for you. Pile 4. Okay, so I'm just going to move these around a little bit because we're going to pull tarot in a second. So, unicorn pile, I feel like that you are definitely a starseed, okay, whether you're aware of it or not. I feel like you're a starseed. You were put on this planet during this time to be able to cause change. It's just change in general. Yeah, I feel like you're a catalyst, like pile 2, but I feel like that you are able to cause change in general. You don't wait for change, you make the change, is what my guides are saying. Some of y'all, every single time that you, like, are born, reborn, 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 it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go through a death and rebirth. You just keep blossoming, like different layers of yourself. The more that you know yourself, the more layers that you pull back and you expose. You have an insanely strong third eye. I feel like that you most likely have all of the clairs. All of the clairs. Clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance. You have psychic, sight, smell, touch, hearing, speaking as well. I feel like that you are able to communicate with higher dimensions, and especially with that connection card, like you are able to see how everything is connected. You're also really good at detaching your emotions. So what that means is, let's say you are, I don't, like, you know, there's a couple readings that were extremely empathic. I feel like that you're empathic, but you're able to detach. You're able to detach at the drop of a hat, is what my guides are saying, especially with that anger card. Okay? What I pick up on is, like, you don't let other people's emotions phase you. I'm hearing not anymore. Like, you just keep trucking and pushing through. I feel like that you have an insanely strong heart chakra. I feel like that you are able to put boundaries up and people follow them. Like, people listen to you, pile 2. Or pile 2, excuse me, pile 4. People listen to you. People aren't afraid. Some people are intimidated by you, but I feel like it's just because you're able to walk into a room and people feel that. People feel this strong pull towards you. You might attract in a lot of strangers. You might attract in a lot of really weird experiences. Some of you may have gone through a death with a close loved one, like not a mother or a father, or like I'm talking about like a sister, a brother, a lover, a friend. You overcame that. You've constantly overcome so much in your life, especially with the shapeshifter there as well, and liberation. I mean, you're able to, some of you have shamanic abilities too, where you're able to pull the dark out of someone and get rid of it. You're able to pull attachments off people and get rid of it. You're able to work with archangels and ascendant masters. I wouldn't be surprised if you dealt with ascendant masters in every single life that you've lived, that your soul has lived, okay? Because of the fact that you're a beacon of change. Like, you literally were put on this earth in this lifetime to cause change in your society, in your community. I also feel like that you know how to talk to people in the right way with that shapeshifter. It's like no matter who you're dealing with, you're still yourself. You're still authentically yourself, but you're able to communicate with them on their level. You're also able to like, let me give you an example. Like, let's say you're able to deal, and I'm just giving you like a very cheesy high school example, like the band geeks, the jocks, the cheerleaders, the drama students, the science nerds. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you're able to blend in with anybody and everybody if you chose to. You stand out, but I mean, like, you're able to get along with quite a lot of people. You also don't hold a lot of prejudice within you. With Rejoice and Celebration, I feel like for some of you, your superpower may be polyamory, but I'm sorry, that's what I heard. Anyways, maybe polyamory. Anyways, but it's also having this huge heart with this ability to hold so much love for other people. With quieting the mind, I feel like that for that, that's, oh, I know what they're talking about. You know, some people it takes them hours to calm their mind, minutes, takes them a long time. You're able to like calm your mind instantly. You're able to shut off your thought process, shut off your emotions, to clear your energy instantly. You're also able to get, some of you are channelers right out the gate. Right out the gate, you're channelers. And you have the ability to, the star card popped out. Some of you, if you don't have a career in being a psychic, I strongly suggest considering it, looking into it. All right, I feel like that it would be greatly beneficial for you. I mean, this is a very powerful one. You set people free. You set people free. I mean, I don't know how else to say that. You set people free. I mean, I know this isn't as long as the other ones, but I mean, your cards are pretty straightforward. Anyways, let's go ahead and see. What else do we have? What other superpowers does the unicorn have? Look how that landed. The Empress, the Tower, and the Moon. Y'all are able to feel things coming real quick. So, like, you sense subtle changes in energy so easily. Like, any change in energy, you could very well be millions of miles away from someone and you could feel a shift in their energy. So you're able to read people from afar. You're also able to sense, it's like an extreme Empress / High Priestess energy. You're able to sense changes. Like, when you know there's going to be a change, you're able to sense it. If it's a change in a relationship in some area of your life, you sense it. And with the Tower and the Moon, I feel like eclipses heavily influence you. Maybe not the Moon all the time, but eclipses do. I also feel like with the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Swords, I feel like that anybody who tries to play games or play adversity or to cause issues between you and other people, like, you're really good at disbanding drama. You're also really good at moving on from heartache, moving on from anything that hurts you. You turn your pain into power. When someone has hurt you in the past, you just level up every single time someone has hurt you. Five of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the King of Wands. Also, y'all don't have an issue with attracting an opposite. Sorry. Some of y'all, y'all don't have an issue with attracting in the ideal partner. It's just who to choose. Some of you might have attracted a lot of people, a lot of lovers. That's coming up again. So let's go ahead and we're going to pull. Oh, that's a lot of charms, but I was told to do it. We have an X, a 1, and a 30. 31, 13, 301, 103. Okay. This might be signs for you. And let's pull the stuff that has, oh. So again, these are signs for you. Really interesting. We have, I don't know if you can see that. That's a Scorpio charm. Anyways, and then we have a Leo charm. Then we have you versus you. Meaning like the only competition that you have in life is really you. And then we have strong is beautiful. Oh, we have Libra out too. Libra? That's interesting. I didn't see that. And then we have believe in love. Do you believe in life after love? I could feel something inside me that says, I really don't think you're strong enough. Anyways, so I guess I'm just going to keep taking these out. So we have a stocking, so Christmas time could be important this year. We have a teapot, a golden heart, or a glittery heart, and then a key. And then some of y'all, if you drink a lot of caffeine, you might want to slow down, because I feel like I went through this reading so quickly. Anyways, I'm saying that because it says tea time on it. And then some of y'all might see signs of hearts everywhere. Like, you know, you see a heart in the clouds, you see a heart in water, you see, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of hearts out, actually, now that I think about it, on the table. We have lovely. I think that's a physical glow up with that butterfly and that starfish. It's coming in for you. You got signs in regards to that. And then you do have luck on your side coming in, especially with the cherries and the carrot. Purple flowers might be important. Hearing hyacinth. Anyways, music may be important for you as well. And so now we're going to pull our last message from this ball. So this is the Clarity Mystical Orb, and I'm just shaking it real quick, and then we're going to see whatever one is facing the camera is what I'm trying to do. So what do we have? So it's the orange one. Okay, it says spiritual obstacle. So I feel like that for some of you, you might have something that is coming in, or that you, they said a spiritual obstacle being cleared away. So for some of you, you may have had something that was blocking you energetically that you're finally breaking through. I have break on through to the other side playing in my head. And I feel like that's finally clearing up for you is what my guides are telling me. So amazing superpowers, amazing reading overall. And please let me know if this resonates down below. You want to comment or you can message me. My social media is down below. But if you want to comment down below.